Hey all my crafty friends, welcome to another episode with me, Marquita of Marquita Makes. Thank you so much for joining me, and also welcome all my newly subscribers, especially if you were here for the giveaway that was announced. That's the merch giveaway, which is sponsored by Priscilla of Distinctive Crochet. I thought it was an amazing collaboration, and I'm so happy to be able to make and meet new friends. If you're coming over from that, and yes, the winner, the semi-finalists, will be announced in this video. If you are new to my channel, you may not know either that I also have an Instagram account as well as a blog, and usually I will post below in the description the show notes for the blog and also my Instagram account. Well, today I have a few things that I want to share with you. One is an almost finished object. One is a complete failure. Well, I won't say it's exactly a failure. I won't say that exactly. But anyways, I'll just go over into it. If you are new, you may not know that this is a crafting channel mainly about crochet. It's maker season, you know, for us yarnivores, so I've mainly been working on a lot of yarn projects as well as commissions. So what I wanted to share with you guys today was one of the last things I mentioned in one of my last episodes was that I absolutely love the Lady Dye Yarn Company. And what really stands out to me is that typically when you order with them, especially if you order a club or a kit, you not only get yarn, but typically you will also have handmade stitch markers, a pattern mainly for knitters, but they're transitioning into more of crochet now. As well as there will be, with the clubs, stickers, project bags, like what you see here. So I have to say, preface before I get to this, that this is not, I was not a part of any of the clubs shown here. So one of the clubs was for the the women of DC. And so I received from a recent purchase this sticker for free when I received this yarn. Now this particular yarn way is called Hot Chocolate. It is a DK weight, superwash merino. Have to kind of tear into the tag. 100% superwash merino, and I know that the yardage is here. Here it is. And it is it's 231 yards. Now, I picked this color actually for my daughter, who has a different favorite color like bi-weekly, like every 2 weeks she switches. So that her latest one a couple of months ago was brown. And I could tell that she liked different shades. I'm whispering because she's upstairs. Different shades of brown. And I thought this would be a great seasonal brown. This hot chocolate color. Now, I have to say this, that when I ordered this is all that I ordered. And I got an awesome coupon. And so I did not expect to get more freebies with it, which has been announced that if you had ordered within a certain period of time, I think even up to now, like if you just order yarn, you will receive extra goodies. You won't know what they are, but they're extra goodies. So with this, I received this really cute Women of DC sticker, as well as from one of the clubs. I missed out on it because I learned of Lady Dye Yarns just this year, like in the middle of the year, so I missed so many clubs. But one that I wanted to join, so I was so happy to get this bag, was Hidden Figures from the movie Hidden Figures, if you've seen it. And then you have the Lady Dye web address right here. I love that movie. We are Taraji P. Henson fans in my home, as well as Kevin Costner fans, and there were so many greats in that movie, and it just really touched me. So this was one club that I missed out on But I'm so happy now to have this bag. And as I mentioned, I didn't expect it, and so it was free. So not only did I get an amazing coupon, sign up for the newsletters, y'all. Sign up for the newsletters. It's, oh, you never know what goodies you may get. But I received this bag, and it's very well made. I'm not sure who made it. It didn't say, so I'm assuming it's the Lady Dye team that made it, as well as this gorgeous, gorgeous, scrumptious yarn. And there's something in there, that's why it's so hard to send up. Now, every yarn that I've reviewed from Lady Dye Yarn has always been soft, like silent soft, like you barely hear the squish. So that's just a known. You're gonna get soft, squishy yarn. But what has become a really big deal to me lately is the twist in the yarn. You can see here that it's a high twist. And so I know with the high twist and the color, this is actually the color of the yarn. When I hold it to the closely to the camera, all that light's picking up in the background, but this is actually like it's such a nice hot chocolate color, you know, like hot chocolate with cream. So my daughter's really gonna love this. She's gonna get a pair of fingerless gloves. That's what she's gonna get with this, and I think she's really gonna like it. And I'll let her cake it up. She loves to cake up yarn, and this is my eldest daughter. But anyway, so I was really excited to receive this. Such a good deal. And it's recommended, I forgot to mention it, the needles, a number 5 needle. So a number 5 needle would probably be like a G or an H hook, I think, for crochet. Well, I'm just really excited about that. So then we'll talk about what I have in this bag. Well, a couple months ago, JoAnn released a whole bunch of big twists, like new lines from new collections, I'll say, from their JoAnn exclusive Big Twist collection. I think I'm saying this right. So one of the ones that I really, really wanted to try was the Freelance, and I tried the Arcadia, and I actually used it for I didn't give it a name, but it's the rectangular scarf that I made using a new stitch, the closed moss stitch that I learned from Vanessa. But anyways, that was the Arcade, and this is the Freelance. And I might have to include somewhere around here or there all the details and specifications in the yarn. But yes, I color blocked. What is it called when you consciously, I clipped the yarn, I snip the yarn, and I color control. That's the word. I did color control mine because I have a confession. And this might rub some people the wrong way. While I admire the work and think it's very beautiful when people work Fair Isle, I'm not a very big fan of Fair Isle. I just really like the colors that are incorporated, but not so much as the designs. They're just a little bit too busy for me. But I do love stripes. If you can't tell, like everything I make just about has stripes. I love stripes. And I do love the varyings of colors. So, because I don't like Fair Isle, and I think that's what was picking up when I was working it before I decided to cut the yarn, I wasn't feeling it. But and I'm not a blue person, but this is like a really deep, almost like a sea type of teal. It's not really, the blue it's like a royal blue. I don't know how to describe why I like this blue. If you have, if you're not new to my channel, you've been here with me from day one, you know I'm not a fan of blue, but I do love blue that's worked with other colors. And I did decide to go with the recommended H hook, and this is my clover hook. But I did decide to color control, and I use front and back post just all throughout. And I would stop when I wanted, as far as using, when I'm using front and back post, as front and back, front and back, front and back. And then some rows I would just stay in the front and wouldn't work the backs. But I love how this texture turned out. And this, ooh, y'all, I just might accidentally lie on this one. I cannot remember the name of this yarn, but it was at JoAnn's for a very short period of time. I bought a ton of it and learned that I hated it. And I want to say that it was called like Nakuru, but it was one of those yarns that I knew I would want to work a small project with, because if it was anything that I worked and messed up on, I was going to have to frog it, and this is a booger to frog. Like, you can already see like the halo on it, which just means it's trouble. It was really terrible to frog, so I just ended up returning all the yarn. But anyways, I loved it. I did keep one ball. I did love it as the brim, and of course when I finished working this last little bit of this, I guess you can call it deep sea blue, royal blue. It's so pretty. I'll then end it at the crown, not crown. Well, anyways, at the end, I'll incorporate this and then seal it and close it. So, my thoughts on the Freelance yarn, other than just my taste, wanting to color control, what I really liked about it, it's almost as if whoever made this colorway or thought it up or whatever, produced it, had in mind that some of us would not like the way that it would knit up or crochet up in that Fair Isle look. And I have seen it done, and it is really pretty. I don't know, you've probably already seen yourself some other people work with it. It's just not for me. But what I liked about it is there was enough color of each. I like the inside too. Isn't that pretty? There was enough of each color just about to fit around for the whole beanie. So as you can tell, I only started to run out of color. I start to run out of the lighter blue, and so, but I had enough white to incorporate it in sections where it would kind of flow and be symmetrical. I'm so big about symmetry, but be symmetrical. And I really like how it turned out. So as I was saying, for the most part, I have a little bonbons, very small bonbons, just really basic scrap yarn of all the colors minus this one. So I would really appreciate it how it was just, is this the back? Oh, that is the back. I really appreciated how it was enough to color control almost evenly. So thank you, whoever you were. You made my day. I was so happy about it because I got the symmetry that I wanted. And it is a very soft, squishy yarn. I liked it as much as I liked the arcade yarn, but I do think that the arcade had a little bit too much of a halo that I didn't like. And this yarn has the spin that I like, as well as the squish factors. See? It's almost silent, like you can barely hear it. It is 100%, it is 100% acrylic, but it's really lovely. It's I believe it was a medium 4 weight. It was really, it's, in my opinion, Big Twist and Premier Yarns are some of the best acrylic yarns I have ever used as far as stitch definition. I mean, look at stitch definition, softness, durability. You can wash this stuff and it's still gonna look so great if you like just toss it in a washer. Now you pay attention to the setting, Usually comes out, I don't recommend that, but it usually comes out so nice. I enjoyed it. So if you've used the Big Twist Freelance, please let me know because I really enjoyed it a lot. And I made this to sale, but it's so pretty. I really want to keep it. So that's one that I've been working on and almost finished. So pretty. So pretty. Another yarn that I wanted to review. Last time I had shared with you guys, this is such a nice yarn. Shared with you guys W&TG's Super Trooper. And I had purchased Super Trooper wool. So it is 100% superwash merino. Each ball, I bought 3, were 87 yards, 50 grams. And the colors were Mustard Sally. This is Mustard Sally. And Terracotta. It's not very... It's not quite the terracotta I expected. Oops. And beige. It's one problem, and it's not their fault at all. When I purchased these 3 yarns, and when I received them, I just knew the idea that I had in mind would come to fruition. Being that I wanted a 3-tone. I wanted a 3-tone beanie. And thought that these colors would complement. Well, because I thought this would be a terracotta, like traditional clay colored, not brownish, but clay is in more of the orangey, reddish, little bit of a pink like thrown in. So they just don't go. So I'm going to have to scrap this, but I'm okay with it because, as you can tell, the amount of yarn that you receive with the 80, what is this again? 87 yards makes a full headband. So while I won't be able, let's talk about this stitch. But while I won't be able to make what I had in mind, I love the yarn. So, does this look familiar to anyone? Can you call what the stitch is? I don't know what this stitch is called, but I got the idea. Actually, I followed Claudia of Crochet Luna. She was working, if you're not following or subscribe to Claudia's channel, you definitely should subscribe. And I say all the time, follow, because I use Instagram a lot. I'm very present on Instagram. What am I trying to say? So, Claudia of Crochet Luna was working on a beanie at some point, and she didn't like the lines that were created in the beanie. So, for instance, I'll show you here. I was going to save this, but we'll just go into it. So, for instance, there are lines created when you crochet, and for what she was working on at the time, she didn't want to see the line, and it's totally understandable. I get that, and that's what happened when I was working with this yarn. It's just something about it. Could just been just the definition was just so popping. Y'all, I love W&TG's Super Trooper, but the definition was just it's so nice. It didn't appeal to me either, so I wanted something that would be a little bit more subtle. And so what Claudia did was, and I don't remember, Claudia, I'm sorry if you see this, I don't remember if you gave it a name, but what you did was that you worked a single crochet and then a double crochet. And it makes such a nice fabric. There are no lines, but it doesn't really, still didn't grow, you know. And I don't know, I kind of had the feeling like it would kind of grow and look kind of on the stretchy side. But it's so beautiful, and it kind of to me, has more of a flowery look to it, like almost like a petal of some sort. It's hard for me to describe, and the lighting is picking up so strong that you guys really aren't seeing exactly what it is. But the point is, there are no lines. It's just one beautiful fabric. It almost in a sense has that closed moss stitch that I like. I really, really like it. So Claudia, thank you so much for sharing it, because I'm definitely going to be making more garments, sweaters, tops, pants with this same stitch pattern because I really like it. So I did want to share that with you guys that I had a fail. The yarn was perfect. The colors just don't work for me. So back to this beauty. My sister wanted me to make something. She said just something that would complement a friend of hers that's more like family. I'm hoping this color picks up. So the point is, if I can insert a picture, I'll show you. This friend likes bright coral. I love coral too. It's one of my favorite colors, but she's really particular about the color of coral. So what I made for her, and she's a bit older, I made for her, and don't ask me why I don't want to put it on, but I don't. What I made for her as a surprise, and I don't know if my sister's going to see this, so it'll be a surprise to her too. It's just a capelet. I know that she likes to go when she gets out, and so I thought this would be a great transition with the weather. It was something that she could wear over her coat if she wanted to. She could wear it also over a sweater. I tried to, to make it large enough where she could wear anything she wanted, but still, have a nice fit around her body. And I think she's really going to like it because I'm thinking about making myself one. I'm seriously thinking about making one for me. But the most precious thing about it is this color was very hard to find. My middle daughter, Emily, her name's actually Amelie, but we call her Emily. But she gifted me this yarn. She says, I know you like coral, Mommy. I don't know if you want to make anything with it, but here you go. So I did ask her, is it okay if I use this, it's to gift it to someone else? She was okay with it. But if she had not went out of town and saw this yarn, I wouldn't have been able to make it. So I just know that this was meant for her because I couldn't think of anything, and I had it, and it's absolutely perfect. So I'm so happy to send this blessing to her, and I really hope she likes it. Really hope she likes it. If she don't, she can give it back because I'll wear it because it's gorgeous. To me it is. What I wanted to talk to you guys about today too was there is another YouTuber that I think is so awesome, and you can find her by the name of Skein. Her first name's not coming to me right now. Please forgive me. It's just not coming to me, and it's a really nice name. But she's having a make-along. You can crochet or you can knit. What's called, I want to make sure I get this right, Safe for Work. It's a Safe for Work make-along, and I said I wasn't going to do any make-alongs, but y'all, this is a 6-month make-along that started last month in October. I can do that. See, I need the longer ones. I'm excited about it. Very, very, very excited about it. Because I already had so many projects in motion that I don't want to just leave sitting in a bag. But this one, this is going to be so much fun. So, I want to show you, it's a simple yarn. Very basic. But the yarn that I picked for it needs to be in this bag because it's bright, but the yarn is black. Yes. I have made so many cocoon cardigans in black for so many people. Like, I haven't even posted all of them. Like, I'm always making these black cocoons. I love making them. But I've always made them with an acrylic worsted weight. I can't enjoy a garment in acrylic worsted weight. So I've an 100% acrylic. So I was able to find one that's 60% cotton, 40% acrylic, and it is a light 3. Now, I bought this summer. It is also, where is it? It is also 254 yards per skein, 120 grams, 4.2 ounces. This is a Bernat soft tea. There we go, soft tea carton, yarn inspirations, and the color is black. Now, I know it's going to take me a little bit longer than I normally take because it is a light 3, but I'm okay with that because I won't enjoy the acrylic. I'll overheat in it. That's been a big thing I talk about on my channel a lot. I know I can't be alone. I can't be alone. But it is going to be so durable because sometimes cotton has that fuzzy, the spin just might not be all that great on it, but this one I noticed it's a really tight, you see that? It's a really tight spin, and I'm really excited to work with it. And if you can see on the very end, it's several little strands twisted together. It's like 7 or 8 of them. So I guess that's 8 ply. But I am really excited to use this. I'm excited to have my own, and I know I won't overheat with the acrylic percentage being as low as it is. But yes, I had to put it in a light bag with happy, positive vibes only because when I work with black yarn, it's kind of a depressing color to me. And although I love wearing black, it's just being in that black pool of yarn over and over and over. So I'm glad this is going to stretch out for 6 months because this will be a project I can pick up and I can put down and be done with it in 6 months and not have to just sit in that abyss of darkness as I work it up. But I'm excited to finally have my own. So anyways, be sure to check that out. Another doozy I want to share with you guys. I'm just full of them today. I went and visited my parents this past weekend. They're doing great. Yay, we're all vaccinated. So we can really enjoy each other. But I showed my mama her Aretha Franklin poncho that had lots of progress on it. And she said, Mom, I'm going to talk about you if you're watching this. And she said, that's not what I wanted. She said, no, that's not what I wanted. She's like, oh, you're so into detail. That's not how I looked at it. Now, y'all, I've had a conversation with my mama, I don't know how many times, about this poncho. And showed it to her as I worked on it, you know, whenever I go by to visit. But something told me to take my time working on it. I am so glad. So glad. Because this is where we are now. And I'm not mad about it. You know what my mom wanted? My mom wanted a simple mesh poncho. Basically like a bathing suit cover-up. She said, no, Marquita, those, that's just too small. That's too much detail. Now, like I told her, she made my day. She really did, because it was really going to be detailed and take me a very long time to do. And I was glad she wasn't in a hurry to get it. But I wasn't enjoying making it. I really wasn't. It makes a difference when you can work it on yourself as opposed to making it for someone else and they're not there. So that was one of the biggest things that kind of sucked the enjoyment out of it. And also all those teeny tiny itty bitty little bitty, all that lace. It's basically, in a way, it's like lace. Oh, I really dreaded making that. And then on top of, we're not the same size, and it would have been really hard to kind of range it. So I was really taking it with me every time I visited, which goes to show she could have told me a long time ago not to do it that way. But it don't matter. I'm so happy. So happy. Because right now she's not very interested in anyways. And I think looking at all the fabrics, she was like, oh, that's just too much. Because, you know, she's a little hot-natured. So we'll have that ready in the spring for her. That's not going to take any time to make it all. Yay! The thing is, what am I going to do with all this yarn? Because I'm not going to need as much. So anyways, there goes another doozy. But it all worked out. I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad at all. One more thing I wanted to share. Ouch. I have fallen in love with the Just Yarn, the Premier Just Yarn, for $1 per ball, 131 yards. 2 balls makes a hat. 2 balls makes a hat. From the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure if you know this, but Premier now sells select colors on their website. This is another fail though. While this is a gorgeous, lovely, beautiful beanie that I will be keeping for myself, this colorway, it's a worsted weight, and this colorway is simply called Clementine. It's mine. I will not be selling this piece. And I wanted to have what I've been seeing people call a double brim. This 100%, oh y'all look at that, I love this so much. This 100% acrylic yarn is not too heavy for me. I can enjoy it. And I've worked this simple beanie up so it would stretch with my big hair when I wear my hair really big. When I wear it out, how it grows out of my head when I just wear my hair out. It will stretch with it because my head's really small. But look at that. Oh. Anyways, I'm so excited about it. But the fail, because I did say fail, is that I don't know if you remember, but I had a ton. Well, you don't know that I had a ton. But I had several appliques that I wanted to put in the center. After I made the beanie and put it, well, the one I wanted for this one, it really didn't work out. So I do have a beautiful basic beanie. I love it. Oh, I love it so much. I love a nice, simple beanie. Simple stitch. I like how adjustable it is, and I am a lover of a good slouchy. So that's it. That's all I have to share with you today. That and the semi-finalist. But my hair is like a complete mess now. Okay, so I was just about to talk about the semi-finalist and who the semi-finalist is, but I decided to make a change at the very last minute. I know, right? Okay, but it's a good one. It's a good one. So, I really enjoy giveaways so much. And Priscilla will be choosing 4 semi-finalists to receive prizes. And there are many channels participating. I'm not exactly sure how many, because there have been so many. It's been wonderful, you guys. But I have decided to still have a giveaway myself and include and send it to the prize winner as well. So even if you do win something from my shop, and I hope this is okay. Well, it's my channel, so it should be okay. But even if you do win something from my shop, as a semi-finalist for Priscilla's giveaway, I also want to include in the prize that I will send to you as well all of these goodies. So, I know that there are a lot of people in the crafting community that love yarn, need yarn, and are addicted to yarn. And I'm friends with all of you. Whatever brings you here, I totally get it. But I know everybody loves and enjoys a really good giveaway, and not everybody has the time to watch several videos, even if they subscribe. I get that. It's okay. I want to share my love of yarn with you, and nothing makes me feel so happy than to connect with my yarny buddies, and we enjoy chit-chatting over yarn and projects and dyeing and all that. So I couldn't help myself. I love a good giveaway. So included with the semi-finalists, because it was mentioned before that some of you really enjoy the mystery yarns that I received. I purchased the mystery yarn. This is before Priscilla wanted to do the collaboration, so it was already in the works, and I just want to go ahead and include it. Why not? Okay, so one of the mystery yarns, and I've already opened it, is from Misfit Yarns. Thanks again, Amanda, for reviewing them on your channel. Misfits Yarn. She does have an Etsy shop as well. But this is the beautiful mystery colorway that I received for the giveaway winner. It's gorgeous. It's a sock yarn, 415 yards. It's a fingering weight, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. And I had to Google this because I didn't know what OOAK was, but it's one of a kind. It's so pretty. Now, this is what gets me. So it has all the fall autumnal vibes, like with the changing colors of the leaves, that little bit of green left, like still trying to hold on, or if you have evergreens, the bark of the tree. But this is what got me. And so I thought that this palm would look beautiful. Look at that. I just couldn't resist, you guys. But not only that, but one of my favorite tea companies, I will include tea, and it's the pumpkin spice tea from Tea Forte. If you're familiar, they have this cute little pyramid tea, and that's what you'll use to steep it with. And you can see the Tea Forte name right there on the leaf. And also another one of my favorite tea/herbal coffees from Ticino, and this is the mocha flavored. So you will receive that. Y'all know how I am. As well as, I can't help myself. Needles, Lion brand needles. Chalgu crochet hook. More beautiful yarns. I love JoAnn's. Beautiful yarn from JoAnn. And this is the knit and crochet line. Product plume. It's 75% acrylic, 13% polyamide, 13% wool, 170 yards. It's a product of Turkey. It is so, y'all, like, listen. It's so soft and beautiful, as well as a tasting kit. And if you're new to my channel, I was able to grab quite a few tasting kits from my local yarn store called Thread Fabric. And also from there, it's a really big chunky yarn. I might have to rehank it, but I have some Barocco vintage chunky. There we go. And it is, I'm gonna have to lift this just a little. 52% acrylic, 40% wool, and 8% nylon. It's so pretty. but in the colorway is magenta. Isn't that pretty? And also, I couldn't help myself, you guys. I'm so sorry. And well, why should I be sorry? But this is another beautiful yarn that I picked up from, oh my goodness, it's so pretty. From Tuesday Morning. It's 90% merino wool. It's so soft. Merino wool, 10% nylon, 306 yards. It has a chainette stitch. It's a 4 medium, and it's by EY Select or Reniaria. Arianaria, I think that's how you says it. The finest merino grade. The color is Primavera. I just thought this was so pretty. So, I couldn't help myself, you guys. I just couldn't help myself. So, the giveaway winner from my channel will also receive this prize, as well as being a semi-finalist. Just couldn't help it. A semi-finalist for the merch giveaway as well. So I want to say thank you all so much for participating. Thank you all so much for showing so much love for my channel and leaving such sweet comments about the merch in my shop. Like, you actually checked out my shop. Thank you. Thank you so very much. And I am going to go, and I will post a video after this showing you who the giveaway winner is for my channel, and hopefully too, from all the sweet things that you all have said about my shop, maybe you too will be a semi-finalist, and Priscilla will also pick something that you like from my shop as well. But that is the end. I hope that you guys take care of yourselves out there. I appreciate you so much. I enjoy you guys so much. Whether you're content creators or we follow each other on Instagram and encourage each other in our work, we know that stitching means a lot. Whether it be knit or it be crochet, it is very calming and relaxing. And I want to keep promoting that in our community, to crochet and relax, to knit and chill. But please take care of yourselves out there, you and your families as well. And I hope that you have a great rest of the week, and best wishes to you. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.